Already, please subscribe. I post new flows here every week, at least once a week. So yeah. Won't be here for too long, just taking a moment to ground ourselves. You can gently reach the arms out in front of you and soften the elbows and forehead to the floor. And just gently press your heart into your thighs as you take a moment to arrive at bringing yourself both physically and mentally into this space. Trusting your decision to come here today. Begin to relax through the shoulders, neck, jaw and face, and allow a feeling of spaciousness to spread all the way up across your spine, starting from the tailbone, moving all the way up each vertebra, and then feeling the head really soften and melt a little bit closer into the floor. Take a nice and slow breath in through the nose. And exhale slowly through the mouth. Keeping your chin tucked, slowly begin to roll upwards into a seated position. And then elongate through the spine, lifting up through the skull, gently rolling the shoulders down and back. We'll start by interlacing the hands here and begin to circle out the wrists, taking it slow. And whilst you're here, really establish a nice steady rhythm to your breath. So nice slow breath in through the nose and a nice easy exhale through the nose. Okay, change the directions of the circles. Okay, and then you can gently let that go. Come onto your hands and your knees, spread into the webbing of your fingers and your toes, and come straight into a cow pose, guiding your heart forwards and up. Exhale round, push away from the earth, tuck the chin, lift up through the back of the heart. And then we go again, inhale, arching the spine, tailbone to the sky. Exhale round, inwards to yourself. And again, keep moving as we find a bit of energy and openness through the front line of the body, back line of the body. Just moving at your own pace and in your own breath count. Exhaling. Finish the round that you are on. And then nice and slowly walk the hands forwards in front of you, coming into a puppy pose. So melting armpits to the floor, elbows stay lifted, hips nice and high. Just allow your forehead to drop to the mat. And then focus for a moment on your breath. So really let the belly feel relaxed and soft. No need to suck anything in. Take a nice full and spacious breath into that area. And exhale, soften and melt into the floor a little bit more. One more round, nice and slow and wide, into the back rib cage, front rib cage. And then exhale, soften, ground, connect. Grounding the elbows into the floor now, glide your body forwards onto your tummy. And then rest your chest down to the floor. We will take the hands to the sides, fingers spread wide, elbows bent. Inhale, a few rolling cobras here. Firm your bum, lift your chest. Exhale, relax to the floor. And again, we rise and we lift. Exhale to lower. One more time, breathe in spaciously and slowly. Exhale, relax to the earth. Gently glide your hands beneath your shoulders and push back into an active child's pose shape where your toes are tucked here. Reach the arms out in front of you and then push into each fingerprint. We will round the spine like a cat. Now inhale and then exhale. Hips lower down, chest lifts forwards. Firm your bum. Breathe in, lift up through the skull. Exhale, glide your hips back. Same position, dropping head down, reaching hips to heels. Inhale to round inward, keeping the chin tucked until you melt your hips down, feeling the energy move up your arms and lift up through the head. Exhale, take it back, find your child's pose. One more time, slowing it down whenever you need to slow it down. Melting hips down, pulling shoulders back. Inhale fully into the heart. Exhale, drive your hips all the way back. On your next breath in, slowly make your way up into a downward facing dog. Begin to walk out the feet here as you give your hips a bit of a sway, a bit of a wiggle. Really connecting to the ground here. So feel the palms of the hands push into the earth. Feel the backs of your legs, staying conscious and staying present in your body. Always so many distractions in our world. So it really does take focus, commitment, and awareness to continue to be in the moment, to continue to be in your body, and decide not to give in to the distractions. Okay, on your next breath, you can reach your right toes high, three-legged dog, reaching into the heel. Bend the leg, open the hip, and firm your heel as close to your bum as you can. We'll start to create slow circles here through this right knee. So almost like you're painting the ceiling with your knee, opening yourself up here through the groin, inner thigh. Take another round of breath. And then exhale, straighten out through that right leg. Land the foot outside of your right hand, find a lizard shape. You can sink your left knee down to the ground and just push your hips forwards and down as you get into your hip flexor. All right, you're welcome to stay here. If you want to catch a bind, right hand can sweep back to reach for your left foot. This is optional, so no need to push anything. Just to a point where you might feel the intensity of the stretch, but you can still continue to breathe effortlessly. Let's take another round of breath. Nice and slowly let that foot go if you have it. Lift your left knee off the floor as we reach the right arm up. Easy twist. Take a full breath in. And then as you breathe out, Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged fold, side of your space. Drive into the edges of your feet. Inhale, we lift our heart forward, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, meet your left foot back with your space. Plug into both fingers, three-legged dog. Kick the left toes high now. Really reach into the heel. Bend into the top leg, draw the heel to the bum. So you fully open up through this left side. Drawing heel closer to hip points. Take a breath. And then as you exhale, land the foot in between your hands. Skandasana, side lunge. Bending generously into the left leg. Straightening if you can through the right legs. And try to lift almost out of the waistline so you're growing a little bit taller through the spine. Take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, swivel forwards, meet your right foot, low lunge. Sink the left knee to the ground, half splits pose. You can wiggle the foot slightly forwards if you need. Trying to keep your back knee sort of in line with the hip. Flexing into those toes, into the foot, breathe in. And then as you breathe out, fold forwards. Find some space, don't tense up the shoulders. Relax the upper body as you feel into the hamstring line. All right, nice and slowly, we will rock forwards. Draw your foot a bit closer towards you, and then we'll bend into the leg, coming into our half pigeon. Walk your left knee back slightly. You're welcome to use a block here if you have one, just glide underneath your thigh. Otherwise, we will lift up through the chest first as we inhale. Exhale, slow fold forwards. Gently making your way a little bit deeper into stretch. Starting to notice in this moment, am I holding on to any tension on a muscular level and also on a mental level? What thoughts can I let go right now? Nice and slowly, you can begin to walk yourself back up with the help of your hands, or swing the left foot forward, straighten through the left leg, and then drive this right foot closer towards your hips, pressing left hand into right thigh, really drive the hand into the leg, and then reach the right arm up and over, coming into a beautiful side body stretch. So emphasis here is on expanding here across the lateral line of your body. Take a nice full breath in. And an easy breath out. Nice and slowly begin to roll yourself back up. Plant your right hand into the floor behind you and reach up through the hips. And you can bend into the left elbow here and just drop your head into the left hand. Find a moment of expansion. Nice full breath. And then nice and slowly, when you're ready, drop both of your hips down to the ground. Facing forwards, come into a squat, malasana. Draw the hands to the heart space, press elbows to inner thighs. Full and long breath as you get a little bit deeper into your hips. Exhale, fold forwards, melt over your legs, bowing head to the floor. You can begin to walk your feet closer together. And then gently lift your heart forwards, halfway lift. Exhale, plug your hands into the floor and step it back into a plank pose. Take a slow vinyasa of your choice. Nice and slow. Inhale to an upward facing dog. And exhale, slowly roll the hips back to find your downward facing dog. Nice and slow, stretch the left toes high, three-legged dog. Stay connected to the movement, to your body, to the sensations in your body. Pulling heel to bum, full breath in. And then as you breathe out, create those circles with your knee. To find stability, keep rooting firmly into your right foot and into all of your fingers. Finding space, almost isolating the movement here in your left thigh. One more breath. And then stretch the toes back, straightening through the leg. Exhale, find lizard, left foot steps forwards. Sinking right knee to the ground. Take a breath as you push the hips down and forwards. If you caught a bind on the first side, you can gently make your way there now. Without forcing anything, deepen the stretch by drawing the foot closer to your hips. Nice full breath in. And an easy breath out. Letting your foot go wherever you are. Lift that back right knee off the floor as we come into our easy twist. Reaching left fingers high. Enjoy the opening across your breastplate and your arm here. Exhale, Prasarita, wide-legged fold to the side of your mat. Spin the toes in as you bow a little bit closer in between your thigh bones. Gently peel your heart forwards into a halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, meet your right foot, back of your space. Plugging all of your fingers into the floor, three-legged dog, your right toes kick high. Stretch into the back foot. Bend into your leg as you pull the foot closer to your bum. Hold for a moment and breathe. Skandasana, landing right foot in between the hands first, coming into our side lunge shape. You can press your right arm into this right thigh a little bit to find some more space through the hips, really deeply opening up the groin here. Take another round of breath. All right, let's travel forwards to meet our left foot, top of our space. Sink your right knee gently to the mat and come into your half splits. Walk that foot forward slightly, plugging your left heel into the ground. You can lift your chest as we inhale. And then exhale, slowly fold. So if it's available to you, you can keep this leg straight. Otherwise, A slight bend in the knee is obviously completely fine. I just want you to keep this front foot flexed so that the toes are drawing towards you, so that you're engaging the front line of the leg slightly. Take one more breath. Okay. As you breathe out, let's walk forwards, make our way into pigeon, slowing those transitions down as much as you need. Walk the right knee back. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, mount forwards. Relaxing shoulders, neck, face. And if you'd like to invite some small micro movements, maybe a slight sway from side to side, that is always welcome. There's really no wrong or right here. Just tuning into the rhythms of your body, tuning into what your body needs in this moment, which is going to look different every day. Okay, when you're ready, let's walk ourselves back up. Let's swing the back leg all the way forwards. Straighten out through the leg and pull the foot closer to your pelvis. Pressing right hand into left thigh, lean over, beautiful side body stretch, almost reaching for your toes. And then almost drawing this right shoulder into or closer towards your right leg. Take a nice full breath. Plug both hips into the ground as you travel back upwards. Draw your left hand into the ground and lift your hips and open up the front line of your body, dropping head into right hand, bending into that right elbow, firm your bum, and just enjoy an opening here for a moment as you expand, as you open yourself up. Nice full breath in. Slowly lower your hips down to the ground, finding a seat. And then bend into this right leg and draw it closer towards you. We will meet in a cross-legged seat here. So we'll start with a little bit of breath right before we get into a very short meditation. So we'll be doing some deep abdominal breathing. I will guide you through it. And you'll keep your mouth closed. We'll breathe in and out through the nose. And most of us walk around all day in sort of like a fight or flight state, even though we're not aware of it. This activates the sympathetic nervous system, which is our fight or flight response in the body. And what often happens is that our diaphragm gets restricted when the breath gets short and sharp in the chest. And so there's no proper movement here of the diaphragm, and it feels very stuck. And so that perpetuates this whole cycle, this whole stress response. So really by learning to control the breath and learning to breathe into your belly. I mean, when I say breathe into your belly, you're obviously breathing into your lungs. But the sensation is helpful to think about breathing through the nose and breathing into your belly right there. So the abdominal cavity expands, and it's as the air comes in. It's nice also to put your hands there just as a little reminder. And then as you exhale, you want to exhale really slowly through the nose. So the slower the better, but also important not to sort of try too hard, because when you try too hard, you actually start to tense up all the muscles here, and you're like, it's sort of that a bit of a forceful situation. So we want to just relax, and your breath capacity will increase over time. Okay, the more you practice this. Let's go for it now. You can start to place your hands to your lower belly. And just sit up nice and tall, relax the shoulders. First, let's just take a nice big breath in. And then exhale, empty out completely. And then you're going to breathe really slow and full into the space where your hands are. Slow and wide. Don't worry about a count. Just breathe in really slowly and allow the belly to fully expand into the hands, almost like a balloon. And then exhale. As you breathe out through the nose, allow it to be as slow and as relaxed as possible.